gotta admit, the end of the Fever Mercury game made me sit up for a second because it got a little spicy with Caitlin Clark having an interaction with Dewanna Bonner out on the middle of the floor, sort of waving her back to the bench.
And well. It looks like Dewanna Bonner may have made one of the worst choices of her season, deciding to go toe-to-toe with Caitlin Clark during a heated Fever Mercury showdown. And let's just say, it backfired instantly. The broadcast caught every angle, fans zeroed in, and social media wasted no time roasting the moment. The league can't spin this one. So the real question is, who walked away from that exchange looking worse?
Now, we all know that the Indiana Fever is trying to make a push for the playoffs. We've been getting mixed signals coming out about Caitlin coming back, about Caitlin being, somewhat ready to go. Then we got Stephanie White saying it's day-to-day again, basically. Well, I'm here to tell you, Caitlin Clark is not shying away from making headlines.
Caitlin Clark, barely into her second year, has already become the center of the WNBA conversation. Whether it's logo range threes, threading ridiculous passes, or simply her presence on the court, the league is orbiting around her right now, whether it admits it or not. So what happens when a veteran like Bonner tries to muscle into that spotlight? You get an ugly miscalculation. You get a clip that fans will replay for months, because Clark has a gift for turning minor on-court clashes into national talking points. And the fans, they love it every single time.
This point in time, but that interaction stood out to me for a couple of reasons. I mean, number one, obviously, is the history there, where Dewanna Bonner was on the Fever for a cup of coffee and then winds up on the Mercury. That before the season, Caitlin Clark said she wanted to win a ring for her, right? She said, I want to win for her. And Caitlin Clark went out of her way to also, shine light on how Dewanna Bonner had risen up to the top of, near the top of the all-time WNBA scoring ranks. And then,
heading into the matchup, Indiana was already feeling the strain. The Fever's season has been all over the place. Injuries piling up, rotations shifting constantly, and fans having to keep track like it's a medical chart just to know who's playing. Clark battling through ankle tweaks, groin, soreness in and out practices. It's been draining. The coaching staff debating whether to rest her or throw her into the grind. And then in the middle of all that, Bonner picks this exact moment to challenge her. That's not strategy. That's poor judgment. Bonner's not new to this league. She knows how stories get built. But here's the problem. When you go at Clark, you're not just facing her. You're facing the broadcast cameras, the reporters, the fan base, and the thousands of accounts online ready to clip and repost. Everything. That's exactly what happened. What Bonner probably thought was a statement of toughness ended up looking like a veteran forcing drama with the one player who already drives more attention than half the league combined. The actual standoff was almost comical. Clark, unfazed, tossed out that dismissive hand wave like, "Go argue somewhere else." Bonner squared up, acting like she controlled the moment.
The right, behind the coach, coming out and jawing at Dewanna Bonner. Dewanna Bonner said...
And the refs? Frozen in place, like they hadn't just witnessed the whole exchange. Typical. Anytime Clark's involved, officiating seems completely lost. Whether it's ignoring hard contact, swallowing the whistle on clear fouls, or calling phantom violations against her. But here, their silence only made Bonner look worse. Fans noticed right away. The second the clip hit X, Twitter, whatever you call it, it exploded. Fever fans called it ridiculous. Clark's supporters chimed in with, "Here we go again," another vet trying to shake her. Even Mercury fans were scratching their heads at Bonner's decision. After seeing others try, Angel Reese, Chennedy Carter, even Lexi Hull getting dragged into confrontations, you'd think players would stop trying the same tactic. But no, rinse and repeat. Another so-called welcome to the league moment. Except, Clark isn't a rookie anymore. She's in year 2. This isn't hazing, it's desperation. The Mercury are on borrowed time. Taurasi isn't turning back the clock, Bonner's not building a long-term future, and they know it. Meanwhile, Indiana has Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and a foundation that could define the next decade. That scares older teams. That frustration boils. And when Clark doesn't flinch, when she casually waves Bonner off in front of thousands, it's humiliating. Bonner looked less like the intimidator and more like the one rattled. The best part? The Fever still lost the game. But that didn't matter. Nobody cared about Phoenix's balanced scoring or the box score. The entire conversation became Clark versus Bonner. That's the Caitlin Clark effect. You can outscore her, you can win the matchup, but if she gives you one viral moment, she owns the night. She controls the story, and everyone knows it.
The most clutchest player on the damn team. I'm not just saying that just to say it. Lexi Hall stand on business when it's time to play.
Let's not overlook Lexi Hall, because if anyone deserved praise in this mess, it was her. She gutted through 35 minutes, dropped 18 points, and played tough defense while Indiana struggled. Hull isn't always flashy, but when things get tight, she steps up. Ironically, while Bonner wasted energy chasing Clark, it was Hull who gave Phoenix real trouble. But of course, nobody was posting that. The viral clip became Bonner pressing, while Clark casually brushed her aside, and that loops us back to coaching. Stephanie White. What's going on? You can't keep dropping games like this when the opponent has 5 different players scoring in double figures. That's not one bad matchup. That's an entire defense collapsing. Fans are tired of the same day-to-day, one-step-at-a-time lines. At some point, excuses run dry. While White scrambles lineups and deals with injuries, her players are getting caught up in sideline drama that overshadows everything else. And here's the kicker. Clark didn't need to torch Phoenix for 30.